Well, the second box is our first aid box. So we use this when we go camping, Fraser, anywhere in the car as a family out in the bush for a picnic, but also anywhere we ever go on the boat, it also goes with us as well. It fits really snugly in the car between the driver's seat and the back seat, and in the boat it fits underneath my driver's seat perfectly. So always got a spot for it, and it's pretty waterproof as well. So in the first aid kit, what we use is for our family, and I'm not saying everyone has to have the same thing, it's just more the case that this is what I've found it's worked over the years for us. And always happy to, if you've got some comments or some ideas or what else could go in, love to hear it. So in our first aid kit, what we've found that works over the years, common things that we have happen to us out in the bush and also out on the water, are little stings and little marks from stinging nettle trees on the bush, but also too the little bites and midgies down on the waterways. So we always have a little can of Stingos or a little tube of Stingos on board the first aid kit. An antiseptic rash relief cream in the case they brush up to something or they pick up a piece of coral or a bit of seagrass that might upset their skin. In the event that we've got a campfire or something's hot, sometimes even on the boats, believe it or not, on a hot summer's day, there are some stainless steel elements in the boat that can burn young children's skin, and we've had that happen before, so we always have some burn aid. Naturally, with cuts and abrasions, we have some sort of a disinfectant, so the kids hate the smell of this, but it also means that they're going to get better. An arrangement of bandages and bandage tape. The Band-Aids, I actually have run out, but we'd also have a little Barbie and Disney World Band-Aids for Gemma and the family. She feels special when she's got a special Band-Aid. Sometimes I wonder if she hurts herself on purpose. A range of clips. We've got some scissors, sharps remover. Sometimes you can get a little bit of shell grit that can get in the children's feet or adults' feet for that matter, and there are some sharp shells out on the bay. Again, matches are there at the same token. We've got some eye wash, some saline eye wash. Sometimes a grit of sand or something can get in your eye or some ash from the campfire, so it's good to have that to be able to flush the eye out straight away. Something that I'm prone to, unfortunately, is travel sickness. Although you do need to try and take these prior to going out on the water, they do work. We use a natural product. We find the more chemical-based ones really upset my stomach and also the children's stomach. So we use a ginger garlic version of this, which is great. So that's why this one's always in. It's known by its brown packet. Down the bottom, magnifying glass for those of us with bad eyes, sharps container, sterile container. Also in here are some of the bigger bandages and gauze bandages, rubber gloves, in case you're treating maybe not only your own children, but maybe someone else that might be hurt on the beach. A hypothermia thermo blanket. It's amazing even in summertime how kids exposed to the water, their body temperature can drop if that's coupled with a fever. Haven't had to use it personally, but I always have one in my first aid kit. Slings. Unfortunately, jumping in and out of the water and falling over a sandbank or falling into a yabby hole is prone with the kids falling down on their hands and hurting elbows and shoulders. So we also now put a triangular sling into our first aid kit. And cotton buds. Although the doctor says never put anything bigger than your elbow in a kid's ear or an adult's ear, this comes in handy when we're using antiseptics on the smaller bites and midgie bites. One thing you'll notice that's not in here that I get asked about a bit on the boatyard is betadine. Now, working on the prawn farm years ago, we actually didn't use betadine because there's the iodine content in it for things like crayfish and prawns and the like. Iodine has been told can actually help feed some of the bacteria. So whether that's true or not, happy to hear comments, but we don't use betadine for marine-related cuts and abrasions because of the iodine content. So I don't have betadine here in my marine first aid kit. At the end of the day, having a family or even just going boating with friends and mates, it really is important to have some basic understanding of first aid. There's plenty of first aid resources available with little booklets and manuals, but nothing beats doing a first aid course. Your local boating clubs down at the marinas, your VMR groups, sailing clubs, they will all generally offer from year to year some sort of a first aid course, and I highly recommend doing one. It brings your skills up, you meet like-minded people, and there's nothing better than having someone with a small injury or a small cut or abrasion and actually having some confidence in knowing how to help them out. Well, thanks for your time watching those tips. I do hope that what you've seen in my boating box of bits and pieces in our first aid kit might help bring some ideas to you, and always welcome to hear your ideas as well. So thanks very much, and look forward to seeing you in season 2.
Finally, we get a chance to tear Nathan away from the rigours of boarding and skiing to get me out the back of the boat. It's a tough job having so much fun.
So what you want to do, lay in the water with the board nice and flat. Yep. Right, as the boat starts to take some load, roll your board over. Sure. Keep your arms nice and tucked into your body, and just let the boat pull you out.
Sounds a lot easier, I reckon.
Give it a go. Ready, and go. Now.
No sharks in here.
Get it around. Okay. Too much surface area there. You've got to get around smaller.
Go again. Rope in the middle. As it comes up, rope's got to go over the front of your board.
Joel.
Yeah.
Make sure when you fall off, put your hand up straight away, okay, so we know you're all right. Okay.
And if you want to go home.
Now, if you want to go faster, want to wave up. If we're going too fast, I want you to wave down. Okay, when you've had enough, tap your head and we'll take you home.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Joel, you didn't even get up behind the boats. We've been waiting to see on the water. Well, let me tell you, it's not as easy as the gang have made it look. Maybe I didn't twist the face enough, or maybe I wasn't holding my mouth the right way, but fear not. I'm not going to give up on this one. Oh, no. Just you wait. Some practicing between now and next time, and I'll be all doing it with ease. Just watch out. I'll be doing all these kind of crazy twists, flying, back flips. I don't know about that. Maybe forward flips. They're a little bit easier. I'm not kidding. Just watch this space.
You always have to have an observer in the boat. You can't ever just have a driver, you have to have an observer. And you have to be 12 and over to be an observer. Observer has to always be watching the skier in the water and basically giving the directions to the driver on what the skier is wanting. So faster, slower, they've had enough. Obviously if they've fallen, so they're the eyes for the driver because the driver's concentrating on what they're doing, so you're watching what's happening behind the boat. So.
Now, as you can see, I didn't get up out of the water, but my arms, they are feeling a little bit longer right now, being yanked along behind the boat like that. So I've decided I'm going to take over as a spotter while Nathan shows us how it's really done. Oh, as I've just been pulled in from the back here, out of the water, like a drowned rat, but a little bit tight as well. It's real hard just trying to get out of the water, but we're going to put Big Nathan into the water. He's going to show us how it's done with style. Very elegant entrance into the water. I tell you, how does he make it look so easy? I'm starting to wonder whether he really is 5 times world champion. Bit of a conspiracy, What an absolutely amazing day that we have had here at Atkinson's Dam. I have to thank everyone for being a part of the day. It was just too good to be true. The conditions, everyone put on great weather for us. Of course, Mr. Nathan at the back, thank you very much for lending us your boat and of course your patience, because I did fall in a few times, let alone I didn't get to my feet. But next time, there is always a next time. And the kids, we've had a ball, we enjoy it. Make sure you do come down and check out this place. It is an absolute cracker. From the end of season 1, we hope to see you in season 2, so tune in for next time. Woohoo!